guest for the day is Mr. K. Samuel SUDHIR sir, who is currently working as the principal of SPR Junior College.
Sir has done MBA, MCom, MPhil and is currently pursuing PhD. He has 28 years of experience in the field of teaching and administration. He has worked as a principal and also associate professor in management.
He even attended various faculty development programs and published books under Himalaya Publications. We are honored by your presence here today, sir. We request our correspondent, Sister Shamala, to felicitate sir with the bouquet.
Thank you, sister. A speech isn't just plain words, but a powerful and motivational way of helping boost the morale and confidence of our students and to provide them an insight into several things.
Let us all put our hands together and welcome sir to share his views and also enlighten us with his knowledge.
Good morning to all of you. It is my great privilege, honor to have the opportunity to be a part of the celebration of the National Science Day in this very esteemed organization. I went around with the HOD madam and I greatly envy the infrastructure, the greenery around. Not many institutions have. Before I proceed to share some thoughts which might inspire some of the young budding future science students, scientists, leaders of tomorrow, I would like to sincerely thank Principal of St. Anne's College, Mallapur, Sister Annie, for having given me the opportunity to be here this morning. Also the correspondent, Mr. Shamala Madam, for having given me the opportunity. Also the HOD of Sciences, Himalaya Madam, who had made it convenient for me to be here. And also the esteemed learned colleagues, HOD management whom I have met. And the budding future youngsters, leaders of a nation who are here. As in the introduction, the girls have mentioned the significance of the day. National Science Day is celebrated to commemorate the Nobel winning of Sir SIDHIR on his scientific discovery way back in the year 1930. None of us were born, but still his work is an inspiration to us even after almost a century. The Government of India in the year 1987 declared this day the National Science Day. And why do we celebrate? There are so many days that we celebrate, but a science day like this has its even more significance. Why? Because there are many young people who enter into career life, colleges, with a blank mind what to do. Perhaps a day like this might kindle in them the idea of which way to go, what path to choose, what subject to choose, what is the progress that we are making, what is the significance of science in the society, what is the impact it has had around the country, and how it is affecting our day-to-day life. These are the thoughts which might emerge on this day. I was picking up some excerpts from the speech that is going to be given by our respected President, and some of the excerpts are to spread the message of science. This day is celebrated by our country. Second is to discuss and implement new technologies. And third is to give an opportunity to scientific-minded people. But in my own opinion, it might inspire some of us to think. Classrooms, we have a fixed syllabus, we learn, our esteemed teachers come. University has an examination, we all write, it's all uniform, standardized. we pass. But when such occasions come, definitely it makes us introspect. Some of us definitely might be inspired. I don't underestimate any of the people who are sitting here, where you might end up. If you were to give a thought, I always believe an idea can change one's life. And I believe that if you were to seriously give a thought, why we celebrate, what is happening, what is the role of science, how we are affected, how it has affected the evolution of modern life today. It's so comfortable to sit, you can hear me, it is all because of the effect of science that I am able to reach you through this microphone and the sound. We are able to enjoy the comfort of this room, ventilation and air, it's all because of science. I drove here in a car, in a very humble car I would say, it's all because of science. Although I am a management and commerce man, I would say without science there is no modern life. It is inseparable, it is indispensable. I would like to quote Rosalind Franklin said, science and everyday life cannot be separated. Having said this, a little deep thought when we give, I'm sure some of us might think out of box and say, is there anything that I can do in this field? Is there anything that I can make happen? Many of us, we go by design. What do you mean by design? We join a course, we pass, that's it. If you were to think out of design, is there anything that I can think of? Is there anything I can do? Is there anything that I can contribute? Then I think you yourself could be a scientist. In my own humble life, I always thought how I can apply my own knowledge of commerce and management. And I identified teaching as a field. For the last 27 years, I thought what knowledge I have, can I impact the society? What we learn, can we take it to higher levels, can we make a difference? If you were to think like that, I'm very sure we can find a larger purpose in our life, we can make a greater impact through science as a medium. It already exists around in books and what is happening. All we need to do is connect to what is already there, maybe apply our mind, come out with something new which has larger applications, then we can make a greater impact. Having said this, I would also like to mention what is the macro effect of science. If you want to observe, developed countries are developed because they are advanced in science, they are advanced in management. Developing countries like that, I have been hearing for so many years, we continue to be developing countries. Why? Because we are not scientifically developed. So the younger generation, it is my prayer, if you want to lead in the areas where we are weak, definitely the future is bright. I do not know whether in our lifetime we will be able to see a country as a developed country. But I think if the younger generation some effort to take up very seriously, maybe in the days to come we can see some more C.V. Raman and we can have a wider application of these in our country, and maybe we can see us as a developed nation. Having said this, some of the priority areas that we observe science is that development of electronics, IT, communication technology. Few things which I wanted to mention to you, that it is not just a course, it is not just a significance, it is not just introspection. We must take action to take our knowledge to higher levels. Hyderabad is very blessed. We have so many scientific institutions in and around us at a stone's throw distance. If you were to drive 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, we have IICT, we have CCMB, we have NIN, we have DRDO, we have the Hyderabad Central University which is known for research. We also have the IIIT which is not very far away. You must chart a career path. What you learn today, how I can connect to this institution. What I would like to sincerely admire with this institution is, it is not just limited to classroom syllabus only. They are putting an effort to connect students to the history, perhaps the future of some of you. But if you were to establish a linkage between where you are to where you want to be and access to these institutions, definitely the future can be very bright. The only sincere advice I would like to give to all the young people is, do not underestimate yourself. Sometimes we are limited by what parents might say. Sometimes we are limited by the institution that we study. Sometimes we are limited by the society that we are into. But if anyone to think that you are ordinary, I would like to just leave one important mantra which might help you is, don't think you are ordinary. I was an average guy, but from intermediate onwards, I told myself why I cannot be extraordinary. And over the last 27 years, I have never feared talking to bigger audiences. I have shared knowledge. And currently, I would like to make a correction. I am heading the David Memorial Institution. At a very young age, I was the principal of SUDHIR PG College, which had more than 3,000 students, 2,300 students, with 100 staff. I have also worked in Mr. Bharati. As a management man. I was asked to head the MBA department. By studies, I never entered engineering, but by my general knowledge, I was able to manage both MBA and engineering college. I am never in engineering. And recently I have joined David Memorial Institution, which is also very huge, which has about 700 institutions. If I were to think myself ordinary, I would not have entered into all these things. So I would like all of you to encourage each of you on this particular day, students of math, statistics, electronics, and computer science, I'm told are part of the audience. Don't tell yourselves that you are average. Are you all able to get me? Yeah, so tell yourself you are what? Extraordinary. And then think you are talented. You think you are God's gift to your family and you are God's gift to the society. How can you enhance your scope is what I can do in the society. Science is a tool that you can use. In these few words, in conclusion, I would like to mention that while we commemorate and celebrate the National Science Day, the take home or what I would like to leave as a final message is, what is it that you are going to learn? You must expand the scope and vision of your life. I'm a student, so I finish my BSc. I'm a student, I finish my MSc. Everyone does that. But what is the larger scope and vision that we can have? How we can expand the knowledge that we have, apply it to the larger good of the society. And how can we impact the society, how can we impact the country, how tomorrow some of you can impact the global field, you need to think of it. When you expand your knowledge out of textbooks, out of classrooms, and tomorrow you reach out, how you can influence, definitely all of you are going to make a big significance. Just like we are today commemorating C.V. Raman's Day, I don't underestimate any one of you are capable of doing extraordinary things. The God-given talent that we have. Only thing is we are not thought of ourselves and we are not connected to the environment in a way that we can do big things. I hope and wish that today might make some difference to some of you. If you can enhance your capacities by 10%, 20%, 50%, 100%, 500%, I'm sure you can accomplish extraordinary things. Once again, I am greatly humbled for the opportunity given by the principal, my esteemed colleagues and all of you. I wish you should make a very serious big difference in your own life, in your own field, tomorrow a great difference in the society, to your family. You must make an impression on our country and around the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for such wonderful words of wisdom. We will definitely make an impression in the world.
We now call upon stage correspondent Sister Shamala to present our chief guest with a token of gratitude.
you.